morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Gamion, your game developer for the stream. AAA developer by day and indie by nights and weekends. And with me is my co-host Mega Kitty, who is sleeping like a giant fur ball right now. So she's doing good. We'll check up on her later. So this evening I'm kind of doing a unscheduled stream. I'm working on my trailer. Specifically, I'm working on the first part of the trailer, which involves a very, very short cinematic that I'm learning how to create in Unreal Engine, Unreal Editor. So there's a lot I don't know how to do, but I'm going to probably learn a little bit tonight, and you're welcome to join in, and feel free to give me any feedback you like, and just otherwise kick back and relax. So what I'm thinking for the cinematic is not unlike the banner art on the website right now. So if you go to the Steam store page, you'll see, let's see, where's another, well, maybe this isn't the ideal example, but you got three heroes. You got one of them going for the ball. You got two more chasing after them. And I want to do something like this in the cinematic. And actually I want to do 4 super short cinematics to make up the first about 10 seconds or so of the trailer. So here we have the person that's going to kick the ball in. Hey, welcome to our first game player. I hope you have safe rides this weekend. So this is them kind of going in for the slide to kind of get the ball in the goal. And I want to add 2 more heroes on the other team. First, let me make sure they're on the correct team here. Their team component. Okay, good. Team 2. So we got that. When the game plays, they'll do the slide, but they will be in red. Like that. I also want to make that slow. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't get all the way down. Maybe want to do this. Oh yeah, I want to learn how to do time dilation too. So we got this. And actually, let me look at that first, because that seems different. Can I do time dilation track? Exactly what I wanted. So we're going to make the whole thing, like maybe run at 10% speed. Now, it looks like they're just kind of stopping, which is odd because in the cinematic trailer preview we got this going on. It's probably something with the animation. Let's see what this is. Again, this is really the first time I'm doing something like this, so I'm learning all the buttons and all the menus here. See, in here, they're clearly moving. Maybe I'm not giving them enough time. Where does this end? This is at 33:46. What am I doing here in the sequencer? Oh, maybe they're not doing it long enough. What if I made that? Oh, 53 frames. Oof, it's not nearly enough time. When I say it was 33. Wait, so this is, let's just say 3,000. Alright, so let's stretch this to 3303. Well, maybe here? Like that? Then we move this over here. And then if we go back, whoa. All right, what if I played it? Okay, that's better. So now they're sliding into the goal. Okay, so let's save that. Okay. Why is the preview reflect the proper... That's weird. Wait, what if I unselect it? Oh. This needs to be... Okay. I think that's it. Oh wait, now it's not starting at the... Oh yeah, it was. Let's see. What is... Okay. So this needs to be... here. I wish it would snap to the start time. It's not doing that. It does in like... can't... Oh, here we go. Now why is that so fast? Maybe it's because it's not factoring the time dilation. So I don't remember her being up in air that. We can fix that. Whoa. That's weird. I wonder if I restart the editor, will that fix that? Because that's really weird. Well, while we're waiting for the editor to come back up, let's check on Mega Kitty. Okay, let's see if the preview works now. Nope. I don't get it. Oh, what is that? Oh wait, is it? No, it's still not working right. I just don't think it's factoring the time dilation correctly. Which stinks, because I really... What if I take out the time dilation? Actually, that would make a difference, because the animation is about, 3,200 frames. Let me re-add the animation. Let's get rid of it and then add it back in. So that's gone. And now we animate. That. Oh, I didn't want to start it there. I don't understand why the animation is so many frames and the cinematic is so many frames, but they don't seem to be the same time frame. There. Yeah, how long is a frame here? See, this is 1 sec. Hey, Jessica Vino, welcome. I'm just trying to figure out how Unreal Engine cinematics work. I want for my trailer. So here, but when I play, oh, wait, is it playing? Oh, so I do play. And it just kind of it just doesn't play the animation right. I don't understand it. Maybe there's some setting here that I'm missing. There's no, really no settings here. I just know that if I play the animation... see if I extend the animation to this. Odd question, do you use a separate profiler than the built-in Unreal one? No, but I could. The built-in one is called Unreal Insights. I use it, and I've used it fairly often lately. The other one, what's it called? Superluminal. That one is third party, but it gets the job done. It can tell you different things that are harder to read than Unreal's. Okay, so now, oh, that's, yeah, what is this? What is a frame in this timeline? Is it a second? No, it's not a frame. Also, should be 60 frames per second, I would think. But when I play it, then it looks good. Superluminal. Let me show you the website. So Superluminal. And let's see how it looks for... Oh, okay, thank you. Been wanting to learn more about profilers. Yeah. There's so much to learn about them. There are people whose full-time job is to just use a profiler to find slowness and report it to the proper team, whether it be the I don't know, weapons team or the VFX team or the art team, you know, all that stuff. I don't think they have anything for Godot. What does Godot have for profilers? Okay, it's called the profiler. Okay. So just a hot take. Never really seen this before. I would guess script functions. Okay, so these are actual function names. So this is going to be super helpful for CPU profiling. It tells you how much time is spent and how many calls in a given function. That is super helpful. Tell you, and Unity was a lot like that too. It was an annoying learning curve, but once I learned it, then I was good to go. Frame time includes rendering time. Yeah, you gotta be careful about that too. Frame time, is how many milliseconds you spend in a frame, and that is part CPU, part GPU. And in that time, one could be waiting on the other. CPU threads could be just waiting on the GPU and vice versa for whatever, for things. It's like, okay, I did my stuff, now I'm waiting for the other threads to finish up so I can do more stuff. So yeah, this was a good reference for you. Now, Unreal has a lot of other cool things in it. For instance, there's a macro, there's a line of code you can add that says, I want to make a scope counter. I want to count the number of times I've gotten to this line of code. And then you write it a special way, and then the profiler will see that, and then it'll say, hey, your function got called 8,000 times, and then you can kind of make of that what you will. So we got this, and I don't know why this is happening when I just navigate this time frame. They seem inconsistent. I don't understand why. And I don't know, I don't seem to find any settings for, if there's like settings for this, I don't know where they are. Yeah, so in Field of Heroes, I was chasing down CPU bottlenecks lately, because I played it on a really old computer, and I was always looking at the GPU, because GPU always seemed to be taking more time, but then I ignored the GPU usage and looked straight on the CPU game thread. And it turned out it was actually doing a lot of stuff. It was mostly in the animations that it shouldn't have been doing. So I had to nativize some of that blueprint because, by the way, Blueprint is like generated on the, how can I say this? When you run a Blueprint node, it executes a bunch of C++ code. It's not generated, it's literally C++ code that reads your Blueprint graph and says, okay, I'm gonna put this on the Blueprint stack, I'm gonna put these Blueprint local variables in, these Blueprint pins and all that stuff. It's just a mess, it's slow. So, especially when you're calling functions a lot of times. So, I nativized some of that, and that made them, I think, that made them notably faster. So much so that I don't think I'm going to do any more optimization before the demo comes out, unless when I do a network profile, the network shows high traffic, in which case I'll probably optimize that. But this is for tonight. I'm working on the trailer. I don't even know how long I'm going to stream tonight because I'm pretty tired. I just hit my, well, last week, I hit my 8-year anniversary at work, and so we got a release, we got a deadline coming up, not a release, but a deadline coming up, and it's all hands on deck, so it's kind of exhausting. But what I want to do now is add an opposing team member to try to stop Dodger here. We're going to add Horace. So what I'm doing is making a very short cinematic, like maybe 3 or 4 seconds long tops. And it's just going to be 3 heroes sparring in one little scene. So I want to add a Horace here. And I'm going to make him kind of pounce after her. So we're going to move him over here. We're going to assign him to the red team. Let's see. Oh, she's on the red team, so we're going to assign him to the blue team. So we're going to do team 1. Oh, and we're still having that playtest next Wednesday, so that's still on. We got to test the. Oh, I got to show that. I don't know if you've seen it. The new queue for ball passing. I think I recorded a video of it. Let's see, one of my videos. Yeah. That's why I have to keep saying. All right, so I'll darn it. Let me get back here. So you see this? A little hard to see. There you go. So you got this new ball trail here. You see how I'm aiming the cursor at them? The cursor color is off, but the point is, there's this trail on the ground that says, because I'm aiming over the hero, it's going to pass it to them. And if I'm behind an obstruction, like a tree, then it disappears, because I can't pass it to them. But once I'm past the tree, then it reappears. Speaking of reappearing, let's see what Kitty's doing. Looks like she's reappearing. Alright, so, yeah, this is what we're going to be testing. We're going to see how this feels. Does it feel good? Does it help? I think it helps a lot. It lets me focus more on combat, in fact. And it's just easier to see what's going on. And if there's another opponent in the way, then it will hide it. If there's a teammate in the way, then it will point to your teammate. So, I'm looking forward to testing that. Alright, so let's add Horace here. Okay. And I want to play an animation from him. His was the pounce, I think. Okay, so there's the pounce. Okay, he's going to be in place because the pounce animation... Well, let me see. Technically, the animation for pouncing is a stand in place. I actually moved them with some code. So what was the animation again? And where is it on this graph? This is hard to read. Oh, here it is. Also, why is it playing before the T0? That's silly. Should be snapping to that. Alright, there's pounce. the animation that's being played, but he moves in place. I thought I had a moving pounce. I guess I don't have one. I'll have to move him manually. But I thought I had a moving pounce. I must have thrown it out. Alright. So, here's where we are now. He's facing that way. Hey, Matt Burstquest, welcome. How you been? So move him... Ah. It's kind of weird. Whoa. What way is he supposed to be facing? This is a little clunky. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to use the Unreal Engine sequencer, and it's kind of wonky. I'm just trying to rotate this character, and it's giving me trouble. If I just do this. Yeah, it's not letting me... What is he trying to do there? Working on wild experiments and project concepts as always. That's a good thing. Boy, his rotation changed. I didn't do that. Alright, let's do 90. 135. Yeah, it's ignoring my animation change. What if I close the sequencer? I'll just close it. Okay. Now will he rotate? Wait a minute, is there two of them? What the? That's really weird. I think I'm going to re-add him. I don't know what happened to him. So let me clear him from that. Close it. Okay. And let's just re-add him for safety's sake. Okay. That's better. So I want him to try and let's see, pounce on her to catch the ball. So he'll stand there. Now we're going to add him to the level sequence. Okay, so we're going to add him back. We're going to do the pounce animation. Okay. So it's like that. So when she's there, where do I want him to be? Also, why is he facing... Recently been doing a lot of writing, various stories, memories, anecdotes, and information that my mind is dredging up. I have the goal of not repeating information and instead linking my thoughts to each other as best I can, like a pick a path story, so you can go on tangents instead of me. Going to post them on YouTube is one big dump, but keep them unlisted except a single video that acts as an entry point. A mental mind map manifest, if you will. That's interesting. And why is he facing... Let me open a new window. So yeah, that's forward. And he's facing that way again. But if I remove him and close the sequencer, he's kind of messed up right now. Is he? I'll have to add him back a third time. Yeah, I'm not really impressed with the sequencer so far. Things were working easy with Dodger, now it's like all getting all weird. What I could just do is have him play not use the sequencer and just have them do their thing manually without it, but that would be a lot more work. And I think kind of defeats the purpose of the sequencer in the first place. Okay, now he's facing the goal. Let's move him back a little bit. Okay, that's good. That's where I want him to be. Why is she facing this way? Then I just want to make a business card that has linked to that one video as well as a notes section that when I'm talking to someone in real life, I can just listen and write down the short URL codes for getting the anecdotes and stories I want to share in response to talking to people. This way I can be more present and listening to people rather than being in my head and exploring and connecting with what they say. I want to see if I save time in my life by not repeating information but directing people. Interesting. So if I go back to play, yeah, that's fine. Maybe what I'm looking at here is her in the sequencer at 0 frames. So let me open that again. Okay, that looks right. Yeah, see, I added her and it was all simple and it worked. And it's just acting so weird with horns. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Try putting mental mind map manifest on a resume, file in a time machine, and mind control device. Well, it is a brave new world. Let me add Horace. Okay, he's not messed up at the moment. Well, let's add the animation. Maybe it's a root animation thing. Okay, now he's kind of weird. Wait, what's his... Oh, wait. Okay, actually, that looks right. He's just not rotated in the correct orientation. You know what? I wonder. Can I rotate him this way? No. No. Yeah, I admit I'm going to mess up people's perceptions of reality. I may as well have some fun in the chaos. You know what? Maybe the problem is I'm not rotating him in here. Let's do a transform. Yeah, there we go. Wait, maybe? No, he's not rotating right again. He's just literally changing angles. Okay, we always want... That is not 135. Start at 0. Okay. And we do 90. And then... Okay, 180. Wait, what? 0. And 90. And then it just freezes up. And it jumps to 180. It's probably maybe some bug in the animation. What do you think, Big Kitty? Is there a bug in the animation? Yeah, I think she agrees with me. Huh. Well, alright. What if I just don't use the sequencer? Let me get rid of him again. I really wanted to use a sequencer. It looked like it was perfect for this. Wait, now does he rotate? Yeah. Alright, so let's keep him at this angle. And then throw him back in. No, he changed angles again. Or did he? Yep, 90 degrees. Wow. I guess... I don't know. I don't know if... I don't think anyone else is having this problem with cinematics. Oh, now his mesh is rotated wrong. Can't get a mute tab, leave it open for you. Okay. Yeah, he's messed up. Well, thanks, man, Bird's Quest, and good luck with your reality time traveling, time machine mind control device. I'll have to catch your next stream because I gotta see more about what that's about. All right. So is there anything odd about? It's an interesting art project for sure. Yep. Okay. So yeah, there's nothing weird about the animation. It's just pretty normal. Your time is shifted back by 2 hours. Okay. Yeah, usually when I have a few minutes, I just pull up Twitch, see who's on, and maybe throw open a tab or two, and just kind of jump in and see what everyone's up to. Then I use my Mega Kitty icon to say hello. But I'm so disappointed in Unreal Engine's sequencer, because I was so looking forward to making a cinematic with this, and it doesn't even really work for Dodger, because Dodger's animation is like 3,000 frames, yet here it's just kind of jumping all over the place like this. But when I play, it looks correct. Just stream from the day. Yeah, I didn't really plan on streaming until maybe 30 minutes ago. It's kind of spontaneous. Oh, and now she's not even going. Wait, let me see that again. Yeah, now she's not even like going playing the animation all the way. She's kind of stopping midway. So this is all broken. Because I thought all I had to do was make a new level sequencer, add an actor to it, add a character to it, play an animation, and then repeat for 2 other characters, and then that's that. And then I just kind of do some tweaks in the timeline, and I'd be done. But it's just not working. Her animation's inconsistent with playing the simulation. Horace's flat out doesn't work. That's too bad. Alright, I'm going to have to do this the hard way. So, and what is the hard way? So, I'm just going to get rid of this sequence. So that was LS. Let's close this. Yeah, get rid of that. Now it's attached to the level. I don't know how to unattach it. So in Google, how to delete. Remove level sequencer from level. But the actor is not in this level. Although I wonder if that could be an issue. Here we go. So let's add this. That's my little sequence actor. Maybe I was supposed to do that all along? Okay, let's open this up. Okay, it's clean slate. Also, Dodger's facing the, her mesh is facing the wrong way. She's broken. So I'll have to delete her. Okay, let's add her to the level. Face this way. Then we go to our level sequencer. We add Dodger. Oh, we gotta add a camera first. So let's do our camera cut track. Let's add this. Well, this looks different a little bit. And there she is. And let's go ahead and add. I want to reset this at 0. Okay. Now let's add an actor track. We're going to add Dodger. Okay, we're going to add an animation. We're going to play Tackle. Okay, right away, let's see how it plays. Another thing I'm wondering is am I supposed to play the cutscene with this play button up here or with this one down here? Because if I open the level blueprint, it plays it first thing. Ah, that's where my reference was, by the way, right here. Okay, so we play. Yeah, she's facing the wrong way again. Play it. I wonder if I can repeat that. Well, all right. I'll just add Horace. So let's add Horace. Put him over here to intercept. And then let's add him to the sequencer. Again, see how easy this is to add. And then we'll do his animation. No, it's broken. He's not facing the right direction. Okay, well, that's that. Get rid of them. We're going to get rid of the reference to it. Okay, so that's all gone. Although I'm kind of curious. Real engine, level sequencer, not playing animation correctly. Wait, what? So use animation asset. Huh. Okay. Alright, I'll humor the AI, which I think is wrong, but I'll humor it. We're going to add the actor back. So we're going to go with Dodger. Actually, no, we're going to do Horace, because that one's broken, the most broken. So let's add Horace back in. And then we're going to change his instanced animation. Smash. Okay, use animation blueprint. We're going to switch this to asset. And we're going to switch that to pounce. There. Okay. Now, let's see what happens when I add Horace. Alright, now let's see what happens when I add his animation. Oh, wow, look at that. It didn't go crazy this time. That's still very odd. But I'm still wondering about the frames. So, you see here. Oh, frames work out. So that's frame 6. So we have 70 frames. Is that right? Oh, that matches up. Okay, well, let's add Dodger. Let's add it. Stop it. Also, is this perspective or what? It's a very odd angle. Let me double check that it's a proper cinematic camera. Aperture, focal length, okay. Transform. Gonna add Dodger now. Oh, actually before I add him, let me go ahead and set up her mesh. Use animation asset. Tackle. Okay. Now let's move the actor up. Okay. Oh, also I didn't want it to be at, I wanted it to be at 0. Alright. Yeah, see here that she's like on the ground at frame 61. At least I think that's a frame. I'm not even sure what that corresponds to, but her animation has like 3,000 of them. So if I look up Dodger tackle, yeah, there's like 3,000. Maybe these are just animation frames and in the track, and it doesn't really correspond to time. Okay, but so far, so we got them doing their animations. What if I play? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the camera? Where's my camera? Oh, my bad. I took it out of the blueprint. I gotta look up the other one real quick. Stand by. And while we're standing by, let's... Oh, Mega Kitty walked away. Oh no, there she is. She's in the corner. So she can get away from us. Alright, now it'll work. Alright, let's see how it looks here. Huh. Actually looks better already. Where's that cinematic camera again? Oh, so if I play this, okay, and let me, where's the ending? Oh, it's way over there. Yeah, let's close this in. Alright, again, if I play it here... How do I lock to the camera? Okay. Is that where the camera is? How do I get over there? That's like super far away. That was supposed to be closer. So let's bring that in. I have no idea how it got there. Okay, so we play from here. Obviously, they're kind of disjoint. But if I play it in pi... Okay, so they're consistent. So I guess the two problems were there was no cinematic actor. Make sure it's still there. Yeah, I guess, so the two problems were this was missing. This little sequence actor was missing, and these animations were not set up correctly. Their meshes were not set up right. But I would have never known if it wasn't... Alright, so also this actor... Gotta bring it in a little bit more. And we just got raided by Rudars. Welcome. For those of you who don't know, I am Gamion. I am a AAA developer by day and an indie developer by night, and this is my indie project. So let's give you a shout out. And on this channel, when we do shout outs, we give you the red carpet treatment. Assuming you have clips.
My. Okay. My transmog works now. Okay. Maybe I fixed my transmog. Gotta put some master gear on. Okay, so my stats out of form with mastery. Guess maybe I should be in form.
Yep. Yep. And yep, so so again, welcome in, and so I'm working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes, and I'm going to show you the latest build that I've got working. This is not released, not in playtest, but it will be for, certainly before next Wednesday. So let me give you the full view here. Let's do a quick, super quick match. Let's see, offline. So again, PvPvE soccer brawler. Game name's not working here. Gotta fix that. All right, I think everything is set up except for one last thing. Showcase mode. How long did it take me to develop this? So it's been 4 years of my free time. And so like less than 20 hours a week, I'd say, because I have a full-time job. And then also an artist helped me. I commissioned an artist to do all the artwork, and it's all the art you see here. So yeah, I want to get this a demo out in March, and I want to do early access in summer. So we have 9 heroes to choose from. We have 3 forwards. Each hero has a weapon and 3 abilities: a dash, offense, and defense ability. We have forwards who are designed to move the ball, midfielders whose job it is to help the forwards and the defense move the ball, and by buffs and debuffs, and the defenders who make sure the goals don't get scored. I'm going to play a forward. This is my main, Dodger. And it's all orcs. We just did another We just did a second raid in less than 5 minutes from NanoDev. Welcome, NanoDev. I gotta give you a Nano shout out here. I've never been raided twice in less than 5 minutes before.
It'll be good to know whenever I'm doing an animation, if I switch up an animate node, just to make sure that node's isolated. That'll let me make sweet flip animations for all my characters.
All right. Well, good to have you here, and showing off the latest kind of internal build of Field of Heroes. Got a new feature where I'll show you that. So now this trail up here, so I can pass to a teammate. So it's easier to see when I'm passing to. Now it's only for me. The AI don't get it. You know what? I gotta make a change here. I gotta quit and then go back in real quick because I want to play in a special mode that is more high intensity. So when you play, if it's just you and no one's in your game yet, you're just fighting backfilled AI, then it's a game. But if there's more players in, then it's going to be a slightly different experience. Let's see. Nectura, thanks for the follow. WD. Wait a minute. I'm having a mental block here. What was? What do you think? Oh yeah. So I've seen Godot. I've seen a number of developers do a number of different things in Godot. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. I kind of see it because I spent so much time on Unreal Engine. I see it as Godot is kind of a sort of, well, no offense, but Unity in that it looks easy to pick up. It can do a lot of things that indie developers need it to do, and it doesn't try to be it doesn't really try to be crazy like Unreal or the advanced features of Unity. I mean, it looks like something that would just get the job done, and I guess you can make mobile and desktop games with it. So I would say if I wanted to make a new, very simple game, it could be any kind of game really, even multiplayer. I would probably look to Godot and maybe learn how to make it. Again, nothing too fancy. But yeah, I see most of the streamers I follow use it. Behind them, I think there's a couple that use Unreal, and there's a few that use Unity. I watch all of them, and all have their strengths. And if anyone was getting into gaming and they never really, that was a good tip. If they're getting new to gaming, I probably recommend Godot, even though I haven't really used it myself. And I think the important features of game engine are, one, it does what you need it to do, basically. Two, it has a strong community, so you have lots of support, lots of tech support. Three, an active development base, so it's not getting stale. Bugs are being fixed, and all that. And you got these things, then you're in business. It's very unsafe against hackers. Yeah, every engine's going to have its difficulties. And I don't want to use any of those kit anti-cheat kind of deals. I don't want that. I'd rather try to deal with it best I can. Maybe have players kind of find the bad actors and say, hey, don't play with these guys. But in the end, I would rather have a game that has some cheaters than a game with the rootkit. That said, I don't think Steam's DRM is that treacherous. I mean, it has a little bit of it, but so anyway, yeah, Field of Heroes. So there, you kind of see the gameplay in action. So you can choose from different heroes. You can switch the heroes every 30 seconds mid-game. there was an emphasis on teamwork here. Oh, I almost yeah, there are things you can do to protect yourself a bit. Yeah, so one thing I do in this game, for instance, is I do server authoritative damage. So only the server can decide when anyone actually gets damaged. Players will see like projectiles, hit the targets, but only the server says, "Hey, you're going to knock out health." And that's just one thing. Now that said, this game, oh, look at that whole team coming after me. Now that said, I don't have dedicated server farm for this game. It's all player hosted servers. Listed servers is what the name of it is. Yes, good epic catch, and then I got intercepted. So in that case, I just say, look, I'll try to do the best I can, but there's going to be, if there's enough players, there are people that are going to be cheaters. That's just a fact of life. And I'll deal with that more so if I need to. But honestly, I got a lot more to worry about than cheating at the moment. I'm just getting a game out. Even basic, multiplayer, server authoritative stuff. Another thing is I'm not going to encrypt this game at all, because this game, when released, I'm going to let people edit their own fields and make their own fields with a real editor, and then distribute them. Like through Steam Workshop. Like I said before. Oh, missed. Alright, let's fix the game sound. So let's do 50% ought to do it. Okay. So I got 50%. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm going to let players make their own fields and distribute them over Steam Workshop. So, and to do that, I'm not going to encrypt anything. Even if I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't probably encrypt anything anyway. All right, we won. So there's a post-match screen. I did not get MVP. Wow, the AI got MVP. Yeah, so that is Field of Heroes. I'll do one more quick match. I'm going to do it now. That field was kind of more the vanilla side. I'm going to do a field where there's actually a metagame in it. And some fields have like monsters in them and things like that, so it makes it more fun. I'm going to be a Dragoon, because that's fun. It's a defensive position, but they can be good for offense. So your artist did visuals and animations. Yeah, so the artist did the art. The animations, though, were a combination of the stock animation. The animations were a combination of the Advanced Locomotion System, which is an asset store, an asset that I bought, and other assets for animations as well. So the artist did the skins, and I did everything else related to that. The artist also made the fields and the UI. So pretty much everything you're looking at, the artist did. Nice. Oh. I'm off my game tonight because the AI is rolling over me here. Yeah, so, and I did it because I'm not that good of an artist, and I didn't want to just use stock assets for everything. And I didn't believe that I could really bring the best out of this game without a custom made art. I want to build a 3D game next after my 2D stuff. Be using Unreal without the amount of AI. Okay. Software devs, not experienced with game dev yet. Now, when you say AI, do you mean like AI tools to help generate code snippets and such? I ask because there's that AI, and then there's like the Unreal like behavior tree AI, and the terminology gets confused. Missed. Some of my dragon again. Asset generation is probably not. You commission someone to use standby assets. Gotcha. Yeah, it would just be for code stuff. Got it. Oh. That's that one up. Kind of tense over here. That's like C++ improvements. Well, I like to think that the code that the AI generates will be code that you can learn from. Even if it's buggy, you can still learn from that. I mean, honestly, there was a time I go to Stack Overflow if I didn't know what the function name was for something. I didn't really know how to do something, and there was usually a small snippet here and there, and I was piecing it together, and then I wrote my code the rest of the way. Lately, when I've gone to Google to ask, hey Google, what's the Unreal Engine function for doing something? It would give me the function name and maybe a sample usage. And that's really all I needed. And I just take it from there. And I've been working with Unreal for over 10 years, so I had that experience to know like all the rest of the stuff. All right, here's another dragon. Yeah, that got him. Get him! Oh yeah! There you go. That's a teammate. See, yeah, teammate. Yeah, play your teams here. All right, here we go. Oh, I missed. That was aimed at them. We're gonna test this. Nope. I don't think the ball is going to. One thing I didn't use AI for was I had an idea for a feat, but I couldn't quite, picture it, sketch it, as it were. So I went in Gemini and said, hey, show me what a soccer field looks like on top of a castle. And it generated this thing, and I think, oh, that's kind of neat. So I tried a couple variations, and then I took the best two and gave it to my artist, and I said, hey, artist, can you make this, like something like this? It doesn't have to be perfect, but make it look like this, or give me the same vibe as this. And then they did it from the ground up by hand. And that was kind of cool. I only did that for one field. Whoa! What a mess! Yeah, that was a save right there. Comment. I think this would really go. We lost. I think this would be like good. It'd be fun to watch over a stream. Like just play. Like the game comes out as a demo or early access, and streamers looking for stuff to play. And I think this might engage their audiences a bit, which is why I want to have like integration with Twitch later on. So yeah, there you go. That's Fuel the Heroes. And tonight I was working on making cinematics for the new coming soon trailer. So because the trailer on the Steam store page, which you can access and wishlist from here, The trailer on it is it's the announced trailer, and it's like 6 months old now, and it's kind of dated, so I want to update it with new cinematics. So like it's got some in-game footage, and that's pretty old. Like this is like this was completely reskinned, and that's not the only level that was reskinned. This one was reskinned too. This one, no, that one's accurate. This one was really reskinned, and so was the fire too. The game reminds me of a ton of Rumble Mode and Rocket League, but even more chaotic. Yep, and it's not, like I said on my last stream, it's not for everyone, but if you like a chaotic Rumble, I think it'll serve. And if you don't like a chaotic Rumble, you can host a custom server, and you can say only 4v4 or 3v3 and do it your way if you want less chaos. In the default game, like I showed you, I was playing with the AI covering the whole field. In a standard game that you play right out of the box, the AI doesn't cover that much of the field, so it's a lot less chaotic by default. It's only when players come into the game that it gets chaotic. I know that from like a recent playtest with like 9 players. It was crazy, and everyone had a great time. Even people who it wasn't really their thing, they had a good time briefly. So now back to the level sequencing here. Okay. Alright, so we're left off. They have these 2 actors, they're doing their animations. What if I change that? Okay. So what I want to do is make that big guy move, and then, make him move closer. So we can do that. Let's take him. That's Horace. We start at the first frame, take a starting position. So we're going to add again, I'm learning this. I've never done this before. Making a cinematic with the level sequencer from Unreal. Transfer. I want to move him closer to the goal. So how do I do that? Let's say, okay, so he's stationary here. So this is about where he would start launching. So let's make a keyframe, I assume. And then he lands. So let's make that a keyframe. And let's make this, all right, location. Okay, so that looks like it's world location. I wonder, can I grab him? Can I select him and then move him? I wonder if I can do that. I can't. Okay, what if I do... Alright, let's do this. Like that. Alright, now it's back. Now you see he's got movement now. But now he's kind of overshotting, so what I may need to do is move her closer to the goal. So let's do that. So I'm going to stop sequencing. Don't really know how. Let's take her. Let's move her closer to the goal. Like that. And then... he needs to start earlier too. So let's move his animation. Yeah, I'm just guessing how this works. Move him back. Like that. Okay, now you see they're kind of converging together. Also, why does that camera actor keep moving? What's going on with this thing? Okay, looking better. This actor. Yeah, he's not supposed to... I thought I could have sworn I moved it. Okay, let's get time 0. Let's move him. This actor is supposed to be much closer to the goal. like even closer than this. Also, where's my camera? Okay, here we go. And then we want to rotate it. Oh, bit of snapping there. Move them this way. Maybe closer. Well, it's got to be a tight shot from the ground up. So that's something my marketing team that I hired last year to help me with the release, announce trailer, told me is kind of have the camera angles to the ground looking up. So let's do that. Something like this. Okay, and then... Okay, so he's still too far. So let's move him. More to the... Oh, wait a minute. Am I moving the camera, moving it right now? That's probably it. More this way. Okay, now back to the camera. And then... Okay, he's still too far ahead. Or maybe she needs to be closer. Let's move them both. Actually, you know what? Now she's too close because she's guaranteed to make the goal at that point. We're gonna have to move her back, move them both back. So I want it to look like that it could be a toss-up. Maybe he won't. What the? That's weird. And the bouncing's really weird. Okay, move her back. Move him back. Back to the camera. Okay, now he's way too far. So, yeah, I moved her way too far back. I don't know how that happened. So I mentioned like the ball's like right here. So yeah, I gotta move Horace back. And maybe bring her in a little closer. Ah, the joys of making trailers. Move him back a little more. I get the feeling I'm going in circles here, though. Oh, I know why, because his location. Yeah, I gotta redo this. I have to... Okay, so let's just get rid of this transform. And so he's starting there. Okay, so at that frame, I want him to be like imminently crushing. So let's add a transform. So at frame 0, keyframe. And at 38, he should be maybe over 39. We got a keyframe. And let's put him... Oh, messed that up. Let's put him closer like that. Wait, is this rotation? Okay, good. And then more like this. Now I want to get his face in. His rotation's not quite right. So let me remove the rotation component of this and the scale. Let's just rotate him flat, facing the camera a little better. Also, I need to add his weapon too. Let's do a little like that. Okay. It's tricky stuff. Now I want to move him more to the left. So let's go here. Move his location a little bit more inward. There we go. And the camera, I think I moved it on accident. We're going to move the camera actor. Closer to the ground and looking up. A bit of a roll to it too. Okay, that's better. Now, can I lock this in place? Like, I don't want to be able to move it again. Can I lock this somehow? Okay. Lock this track. Okay, that locks the track, but doesn't actually lock. But I want to lock the actual camera in place so I can't move it in the editor. Is that even possible? I don't see a way how. That would be a nice feature. Anyway, oh, and I think I didn't move it again, did I? Okay. Let's see what we got. And I want to go from... Okay, it's got to be a tighter shot. Also, I'm not... I guess the shadows... I may want to move the light a little bit too. Rotate the light so we get more light on them. Could work. Alright, so let's move the camera actor closer. Yeah, I moved it again on accident. Yeah, now it's up here. I don't know. I want to not do that. Okay, here we go. So let's move that closer in. Yeah, maybe up to here. Now, Graham, how's it going? Graham, have you ever used the level sequencer in Unreal before? still gonna try locking this track anyway. Yeah, but I need to rotate it up more because I'm missing some of that leap. So let's rotate it up. And, yeah, like that. What? It undid my rotation. Just move it up. Okay, that's better. Now I haven't sounds very cinematic, which I generally don't touch. Okay, because I'm making, I want to try something different. I want to make, I need to update my announced trailer with the new coming soon trailer on my Steam page. It's been over 6 months. The gameplay's really outdated on the page, and I just updated the screenshots, but not the animation. So I'm trying this level sequence stuff. What I want to do is kind of show players the, you know, kind of some clips, some very exciting cutscenes like this. So I'm just kind of still experimenting with it. I need to move this. Hey, the angle changed to get back to 0 again. How do I make it not do that? Soon trailers will be good with the amount of work you've done since then. Yeah, of course it takes a while to make, but I think when I get over the learning curve using the sequencer, I think it's going to go a lot smoother. So here, I want to rotate this up 3 degrees. Okay, 3 degrees. Still 3. Save everything. Now, I just hope that when I click on this, it will still be 3. No, now it's down back to 0. So you see my frustration here. Oh, maybe because it was locked. Okay, 3. Saving. Okay, it's still 3 now. Alright, now let's lock it. Now let's see how this looks from the perspective of the Cin camera actor. So imagine, here's how I want to start the trailer. Oh, so here's how I want to start the trailer. My philosophy is, well, my goal for this trailer is I want someone to be able to see the first 5 seconds of the trailer and know what the game is about. And as a bonus, I want someone to see the first 1 second of the trailer and see what the game is about. And this is going to be the first second of the trailer, is like maybe from here to here, in a smooth cutscene. And so they see this you know, this skirmish right here, and then it fades out, and then you see another cutscene that's like it elsewhere on another field. With 3 actors on it. I have 2 so far. I need a 3rd one. Or I could just do 2 here. Maybe have a 3rd one coming in from the rear. Anyway, so that's what I want to try. So you got 4 of those cutscenes, and then it shows the title screen, and then it plays gameplay footage. So the idea is, you know, like right away, just like the current trailer, it jumps right in. So, but it's coming along. And I also want to add time dilation too. Okay. Put that here. Do 0.1. So when I play, like from here, let's say from here, then you have a bass drop, boom, and then fade out. So you're like, whoa, what is this? But it's still enough to see what's going on. And if I play it, same thing. I'm just going to clip this, and it's play at cinematic quality, and off we go. So we'll see. Oh, we got some mega key movement. she gonna go to her food bowl? No, probably not. And for those who don't know, the unofficial drink of this stream is Coca-Cola, Missy approved. It's cold, refreshing, and Missy recommends. Mega Kitty recommends ice cold Coca-Cola, the unofficial drink of the stream. So anyway, this is coming along pretty good. I think maybe 3 heroes would be too much on the eyes. I think I'll just stick with 2 for the first one. And I need to assign their teams. So let's go team component, team 2, team 1, the defender, like that. See that? Oh, let me pause that. Yeah, the shadow, well, so I'm looking at the lighting here. Maybe I could do better with the... What can I do with directional light? Wait, there's a wind source? How did that get in there? Alright, let's try... Well, can I even show a difference here? There we go. Ooh, that'd be nice. This definitely gets more light on them. Actually, this might be better. And the crowd's missing too, so I gotta add spawn the crowd as well. Yeah, this lighting, I think negative 52, 14 might be better. Ah! Didn't like that. Yeah, that looks brighter. I like it. Let's run with that. But you know, once I get these cinematics done, then a lot of the rest of the trailer will be gameplay. So you'll get a little easier after that, hopefully. And then I have to work on the demo trailer, but the store page current one is more important right now. I need to get that updated first. Then I can start making all my clips. Then I can start releasing all the clips I'm going to make on like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, because those clips some of them are going to be a call to action to go to the wish list of the game. And when they do, then I want to make sure that that this new trailer and all the new screenshots are up. And these new screenshots are already up. Like here. This is one of the new ones. I like this one a lot. These were scrapes from an hour of gameplay. I think some pretty good ones, I think. They're way better than the old ones. I kind of wanted a dragon in this one, but it didn't work out. You got the log ride right here. That shows kind of, you know, the variety in the fields. Like the shield one here, blocking the ball. Got the monsters fighting each other in this one. And you got, kind of hard to notice, but there's a mercenary in this one. Some chaotic abilities here. It's all happened at once. It was a great moment. I think I have a clip of this. And this is buffing your teammates, very important in this game. If you're going to be midfielder, you got to use your buffs. And they pay off. And then, of course, the post-match showing you the rewards of victory. So, all right, this is looking pretty good. So we got a couple of details. A, we got to get the crowd in there. So let's add the crowd spawner. What's all this? Oh, I have to add it. I have to make an experience for this, but I don't want to. This should be called Coming Soon. I'm gonna start naming things. That's really what this trailer is. Coming soon. Oh, needs to be a blueprint. At another experience real quick. Which one was it? Pinwheel, game settings, match hero, POI, and cap. Where's the one for the crowd? I thought there was a crowd component here. Oh, must have been part of the match game state. Match crowd components. Wait a minute, I think I had the crowd gym had one. Let me look at that one. Zoltan, welcome. Where was that crowd component? Here we go. Gym game state. Crowd gym action sets. This is probably what I'm looking for. Yeah. That's what I want. So this should add the crowd. Yeah, let me do that. Better? Alright, cool. I didn't spawn the crowd. So I'm working on cinematics for the new coming soon trailer. So I got something like this right now. So what I'm gonna do is have the trailer like open right away. Like the first thing you see when you play the trailer is gonna be this, and then it's gonna fade to black. So I gotta add the ball, I gotta add the crowd, gotta add weapons here, but you can kind of see that. Yeah, so there's going to be that, and it's going to be like a bass drop in the background, or maybe some music. The song will start, and then this will fade to black, and then another scene like it will play, probably in a different level. So in the first second, you can see that there's soccer, and there's weapons and brawling in the first second, and then after by like the first 5 seconds, then you know. There's also a variety of fields. And then it will, after those 4 mini cutscenes, it will show the game title and then start showing gameplay. So I'm just trying to figure out why the crowd isn't spawning. Match crowd component. Oh, maybe, because it's not spawning. So what spawns the crowd? I forgot how I did that. It was so long ago. Must be something else I needed to do. What software do I use to edit? I use DaVinci Resolve. Also, this is the first time I'm using the cinematic editing in Unreal Engine before. Never used it before until tonight. I've already learned a bunch of stuff. Alright, crowd gym. Maybe I need to do something here. I just want to spawn the crowd. I haven't worked on this crowd spawning in over a year, so I'm trying to remember how I did it. That's it. Crowd component. So if I go in this gym, it spawns. So there's a crowd there, but if I go in my intro level, yeah, it didn't spawn because. Wait a minute. Which component was it again? Match crowd component. Yeah. Begin play. Okay, it's just not spawning because there's probably no experience manager in this. Okay, maybe that's the reason. So I'll need to make a new. Yeah, that's probably where I worked in the other gym. Let's look at the game state. Experience manager component. Okay. So we need to do the same thing. And this is MI game state. New blueprint. Game state. And then, yep, there's that. Oh, it's inherited. So it should already be there. Alright, what am I missing then? I made advertising for a game too. I just want to do it fast so it didn't put much effort. You want to see it? Absolutely. Oh, I know why. It has to be in the right folder. That's right. It has to be in the right folder in here. That's why it's not working. There we go. Yeah, there's a crowd. Okay, I'm just going to preview it. Okay. Let's do... Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, I want to show it on stream. It's just I want to, because I can't, maybe I can download it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me switch things up here. Oh, stand by. I'm ruining it. Ruining the first impression. I did. Oh. Okay. So I like it. I especially like trailers that have a lot of gameplay footage or use it heavily. The only two things I would change are one, maybe this is in the game itself. I would have it so when you're drawing the, which is really cool concept by the way, when you're drawing this, I'd like to see like a light appear at the edge of what's being drawn so I know that it's being drawn. Yeah, like a kind of like a white light that kind of starts here and then ends here. So it's easier to see that it's being drawn. The other thing I would do is put the name of the game up here. So those are the only two things I'd recommend. Otherwise, not bad. Yeah, I could see this being a short. And you get right to it. But yeah, that's really good. That's definitely better than what I probably would have come up with. And on that note, I wonder, do I still have an old... Oh no, I don't have any old videos? It's probably on YouTube. I wonder if I have my old one on YouTube. Because your game reminds me of one that I released years ago, but not it wasn't drawing. It was using the accelerometer. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah. Here we go. Where's the? Here we go. Thank you very much. So put some light on the, yeah, and like in the, I guess well, in the video for sure. In the game, it's up to you. But I definitely like to see like not a pencil drawing it, but some light or something that makes it obvious, a visual cue that it's being drawn. And here's the game that got me thinking about when I saw yours. Said that because I kind of thought the same thing like when I first saw the lines appearing in your trailer, because I was like, where did that come from? And you saw the same issue with mine because what you didn't see was my fingers were maneuvering the phone and tilting the phone. So yeah, so it's one thing, you gotta show what the game looks like, but also kind of cue the user into what is going on. What are you doing? So that said, it can actually work against you in certain cases too. Now, when I recorded gameplay footage for my game, I hid the cursor because my marketing person told me that the cursor is distracting in trailers for my kind of game, not for others, but for mine. And you want to not show it in the trailer because it distracts you from the heroes and everything else. And I'll show you a clip I took. Notice there's no cursor here. It's just, but there's already so much going on the screen. So. Yeah, in our case, in our mobile games, yeah, we should have had some sort of a visual indicator that you're drawing or you're moving using your fingers to move things around. That can be with, I don't know what a good format is for that. I'd have to look at other games, but yeah. So that's my advice on yours. Again, having the title at the end and having a visual cue when you're drawing, and then I think it'll look a lot better. All right, so back to this. So we got the crowd. I got to get the ball next. I think a simple thumb icon shows that the finger is good. Yeah. Okay, so the ball is way over here. Fun fact, the crowd is actually in the background is designed to follow the ball or follow certain heroes. Now let's bring the ball in closer here. And I start it where she is. So now you'll see the crowd is actually looking... Oh, let me pause it. So you see right now the crowd is looking at the ball. Maybe get you a full screen view of that. Yeah, crowd is looking at the ball. And if I move it forward, then they should follow it. So let's add that to the level sequence. And let's do this by add actor track soccer ball. Bring this here. It's easier to find. And then we're going to move it. We're going to do a transform. Location for where it is now. Time. Let's lock that. And then location of where we want it. So I'd say it's probably going to leave the hero maybe about here. Oh, wait, I don't think that's going to work. Go back. Okay. We got to change the transform from here. So let's enter a keyframe. So let's probably put it like right here. So then... Alright, so it's not following quite well. So you know what we might do? Let's get rid of this track entirely. We're going to start the ball. So yeah, she's not even like really running. Or maybe I will timestamp it. So let's bring it closer in. Right back. Okay. So let's move it. Oops, I didn't have a... Let's lock that in at the start. More, and then a little more. Oop, too much. Yeah, there. Maybe this is the part where we should start leaving her. Let's see. Oh, wow, it's not even close. What happened? Oh, first of all, it's too... Oh, yeah, the X is wrong. Here, first game player. I have to redo this track. Nuts. Okay, so let's go back to the ball. Move it more closer to her foot. So her foot is moving like that. So move it like here. And let's her foot's backward now, so yeah, it should be closer like this. try that. And then we'll lock it in like this. And then after a few frames, we will move it closer. Like that. Yeah, it still doesn't seem quite right. Maybe I should attach it to her foot. Maybe that's actually easier than this. So let's get rid of this, and let's remove this from here. And then can we attach this to her foot? So let's add this back in. And then attach to Dodger. Character mesh. Oh, that was her left foot, wasn't it? Whoa, where'd he go? Oh, I probably want to do a transform too. I think this is relative to the foot. Yeah, I knew it. See what that looks like. You know what? I should have gone for the right foot. Also, we want to get rid of trail emitter. Oh, we can't. Maybe we can be hidden. Maybe we can make it hidden. Yeah. That's better. And then let's change the attach to the... How do I change the attachment from here if it already is attached? Here we go. Let's do right foot. Okay, so the problem is it's attached perfectly. We want to move it. So let's see how it looks here. We'll remove the whole thing forward. Okay, it's going to be kind of tricky here, so let's reset this. That may be good enough for the clip that we want, though. No, it's not even attached there. Wait, where's the actual attach? Is it here? Yeah, it's not moving. I don't know why it's not. Well, I guess I'll have to do it manually then because the attach isn't working. But everything else is looking... Wait, I gotta get a mace in his hands too. Oh, there it is. He had it in there the whole time. So we're getting pretty close to this being near where I want it to be. I just need to get the ball to move properly. I may have to do this every frame. ball. Like here. Good. Nope, it undid itself. Alright, let's just take it out of here entirely. And then we'll move it, and then we'll put it in. This is kind of wonky, the way I have to take it out and put it back. It's only 5 frames, but it's already looking better. This is where she kicks it in, so we're almost there. Actually, I think we want it to be closer to her foot before she kicks. So this, let's bring this in a little bit. Very annoying. Yeah, but yeah, you gotta do it. And I think with experience, then it gets easier. Like I can probably with lots of experience, or if I do this full time, even then, I'm sure I'll find much better ways. I can probably get this done in a fraction of the time. All right. Yeah. So this is where we're gonna kick's gonna happen. So we're gonna put some extra. Yeah, like right here, we're going to start making the ball move farther away faster. So here, we're going to start distancing it from the foot. Yeah, we got a little bit of distance. Well, it's too much distance already, but let's bring it back a little bit. Oh yes, this should be closer to the foot. And this one should be 2. And this one. What happened there? I must have had a pretty bad camera angle last time. That looks like it's connecting. And this one, it's not really too connected. Here it's starting to disappear. And this is where it should start flighting away from the foot. I think. Yeah, I think so. Alright, let's see how it looks when you put it all together currently. Oh. Well, it's because the ball's not rolling, that's why. But that I'll get it to roll after the fact. Actually, I wonder if I can... No, I'm going to do that after. Yeah, it's just going to take a lot of fine-tuning. Or, you know what, I think I'm going to maybe just pause where I have it right now and try a few other things. See if I can make it better. But I did meet my goal. I did want to learn a lot about how to do this, and I think I did. I think this is going to look good. Even though his eyes are facing the sky, I think it'll still look... Yeah, 2 frames are really off. I may just want to do it at a constant speed and maybe adjust... I don't know, maybe I'll do it at a constant speed. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to record anything before this point, to be honest. Like, or actually even this point. This is where I might actually have the 0 second in the trailer. Boom. So it may be moot. So I think the best thing to do is maybe sleep on it. Because I put in a full day of AAA work, and I've been streaming after, only 2 hours. But it's getting late where I am, and I actually got to be up early anyway. Contractors coming to finish off some work. So I'm going to find someone to raid off to. Usually I like to find other game developers. Let's see, who's on? So we got 2 developers both playing games. Or what we could do is maybe have fun, raid to someone who we don't even know. Oh, here we go. No, wait a minute. Here's another developer I haven't raided off too often, or I think ever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna raid us off to Boolean. So they recently came in my recommended viewing list, and I haven't seen them. I've seen them for a little bit, so we're gonna raid off to Boolean and give him a surprise. He's working on a 2D roguelike survival game mashup. So thanks everyone for coming in on this unplanned stream tonight. Hope you all had a good time and we all learned a few things. And and Mega Kittying is still there. Let's see. Looks like she's off the camera entirely now. Okay. All right. Well, raid is ready. So thanks again, everyone, and I will catch you next stream, which will probably be Monday at 7 Central Time. And I'm also planning to have a play test next Wednesday at 6 Central. So I'll let you know more on Monday. So again, Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and I'll catch you later.